It's a good day. I just found out my dog is fat. I thought she had a tumor. I'm glad she's just fat. That little thing eats everything. It goes after the cat food. It goes after whatever my little greases and refuse feed it. It's accumulating. It's beefing up. I say it's a girl, it's a she, it's a little Racha. Hmm. We have to get used to life judging us. If we keep hiding from judgment, then we're going to allow tyrants to judge us. It's just mind-boggling to me how people don't understand. One president leads to the next. They're both doing things in order to trigger the natural progression of control state, power over, predator mindset energies. Humans are resources. It says so in all the effing corporations. How do they treat us? It's obvious. So I don't understand how people can be divided on politics. It's them against us. It should be fucking obvious by now. But I know 99% of my friends are tied up in Normieville, the apocalypse of Normieville. And they're smart. They're good people. But they just hang on to the data as if it's God. They don't understand how to release that shit. They won't. So they're bound to something. They're in their own processes. So you see the insanity of the world. We see reality TV start to make us question the quality of life. We see like the shit show, like how all the least talented people are raised up. Isn't it obvious that the replication has reached its point of it can no longer replicate what has already been. It's now starting to devolve. But there's a sideshow message in there to help desensitize us and make us more transhuman, less human, more analytical. So that we're okay with taken from this group or that group or attacking this group or that group. Eventually all those little squares on the checkerboard will be covered. Then everyone will be confined to their own little prison of mind. Then the real management begins. So they want to ban it's obvious where all this has been going. If you're into technology, you should have seen this in 2007. Maybe earlier. Power runs models. Power is in management. Corporations are the management model which governments and the world has been transforming into. if you haven't, and here's the other thing, so people will hold on to these facts, these trivial facts, because they fit the logic of established norms, which is exactly why the established norms still dominate, because people honor and worship the bullshit of projected icon from the past. But if you don't know all the conspiracy lingo, you're going to be getting rocked, or you're just going to turn everything off right now. What's the word? There's a name. Coherency Theurgy. That's the word. Or name. Okay, so if you lack coherency theurgy, if you can't see where things are connected, then you're digesting stuff within yourself. So your external vision is limited to what you can see and touch in front of you, which is normal. But while you're digesting your internal shit and projecting it into the stories of WWE world, the world's happening. So all your compassion and righteous indignation and all the shit you have repressed within yourself is going to be weaponized against people like me, who have already digested a fair amount of shit within myself. I can see how fucked up this world is. And I can see how I trip up and fall into it very easily. And I'm trying not to do that. And so that is a threat to other people who have denied themselves. They see you haven't denied yourself. You think you're better. You think you're smarter. You're a narcissist or something. What? So this world is weaponized. Sock puppetry. It's tragic comedy beyond idiocracy. It is twisted. The amount of evil and good, or good and evil. All twisted up in ignorance and intent. So, I mean, obviously the world's being prepped. You know, we had one bad guy. Now we've created this control state, WEF, mind virus thing that all the big shots that have been promoted, mind you, are corroborating the narrations of I lost my child to this, I lost my job to that. They want to marginalize me or this group or that. And it's like, you can't deny it because it actually is happening. But the reason it's happening, do you think the reason it's happening is natural, or could it just happen to be weaponized against you? Or is it natural and it just happened to get weaponized against you? Because predatorial mindset sees opportunity. It's a natural progression. You follow the blood trail. So, you know, we're all being inundated with first, our histories are bad, we're bad, our people are bad. And then they bring in all these ideas, foreign ideas, or energies, flood the environment, and then they try and say, hey, how could you let this happen? You're evil, you're bad, you're stupid, you know, we've got all this and this. We need to take our rights back. We need to take our country back. We need to fight for our tradition, for the truth, for goodness. Then they hook everyone, and it's just, It truly is the zombie horde apocalypse. We're controlled through our emotions. So think logically for a second. This is a hypothetical, but you're walking in a field. It's hot, it's sunny. You see a tree up ahead. You decide to go to the tree and sit because there's shade. So you're in the shade of the tree. You're in this bubble. That bubble, that consciousness is changing you because now you don't have to think of the sun. You can refresh and relax a little bit. That's how life happens. That's how everything happens. You don't see it till you get up and move. You don't understand it. And it doesn't mean we're all meant to understand anything in the same way. It's just we have to understand our own change, our own growth. Sometimes, oftentimes, that's a communal process because we're all living beings going through mythological theosis. And so much more that I could never conceive. But for now, that's a language. So just realize we're being played here. We're always being played. We have to play ourselves. That's the key. That's what it's all teaching us. Do not allow sock puppet spirit to dominate your existence. What do you think if, all right, almost, I don't know how many people on Earth. I don't know if I trust any fucking numbers at this point, but for all intent and purposes, let's just say there's 8 billion people. If 1 million people were in the process of accepting their difference and cultivating realization, what do you think that would do to this world? If they actually had a way to communicate, to coordinate, what do you think those people would do to their local environments? I mean, I could tell you, I'm surrounded by strong people. They are locked into the courage of their own processes. I respect that, but it's also perplexing. To them, I'm crazy. And to me, I can see that they're crazy too. But we're crazy for different things in different ways. The world is upside down, inside out. But it couldn't be any other way. So if you can feel it, if you can see that, if you know that, then you know that there's a deviation between who you are and what this all is. And you know what those are when what you feel to be true and what pulls and nourishes you becomes struggle. It's a swim. That's when you know it's true. And you got to swim in the shit show anyway. You know, we got to drive to work and rush hour traffic through the snow and the rain. The bioweapons, all the bullshit, the fucking mental weapons, the programming of our retarded coworkers and neighborhood people, and then we got to realize we are retarded and we can untard ourselves, which is a re-relation to what you believe to be true at a very, very basic level, starting from childhood. The words we use, the sounds. What do the sounds say? What do the feelings tell you in the sounds? Alright, I don't know. It's just this is Moon conjunct Saturn in Pisces right here. That's what this is. Moon is 16 degrees Pisces, balsamic phase conjunction with Saturn, retrograde 18 degrees. Saturn retrograde is going to be coming into a nice opening transformation quincunx with Venus here within the next 24 hours. That should go on for a few days. And all this is squaring Jupiter and Gemini. So a forcing of internal language, the emotions of your language breaking down into new disparity. So there's black and white truths from your past or from history. Later on, you see where the black and white truth isn't quite black and white, it's gray, but there are other black and whites. And those are the information, that's the updated sense of relation to energy through belief in what we can factualize as an experience because there are other people that are, there's history, there's everything you've gone through and everything you are growing through. Alright, that's all I wanted to say, I suppose. So thanks for watching, listening, and being.